Hello there. This is Kendra with KendraKWoods.com, coming to you again with another awesome and amazing video. Today I want to talk to you about how shame and guilt can be keeping you stuck, right? It could be keeping you from finding and tapping into your passion and your purpose. This is probably the number one complaint that I get when I talk to women on consultations. Um, and even with my clients, when they turn into clients, this is the number one complaint, is that they feel stuck. They know that they are here for a bigger reason. They're here for a bigger purpose. They know that there's something inside of them that's meant to be birthed and put into this world. They know that they're meant to be doing and showing up in a bigger way, but they just feel stuck. And maybe you resonate with that, right? I know I have been in that place before in my life where I just felt stuck, where you feel like you're on a hamster wheel and nothing is changing and nothing is moving. Regardless of how bad you want things to be different, it's like things just tend to stay the same. And so here's what I want to share with you around this challenge of being stuck. The way that I see this is, being stuck happens because you are habitually repeating the same thought patterns, the same emotional patterns, the same reactions to things in your life over and over and over and over again, right? And no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you try to change things or shift things or do things different, it's like you keep ending up right back where you were. Right? And so you get frustrated and you feel like, why do I keep, spinning on this same cycle and repeating these same patterns? Why is this happening? And it's that right there that then leads you to feeling like you're stuck, because it's like you're just going around in a circle. And it's very, very common for that to happen. But what I want to share with you today is how can you shift that? How can you move through this state of feeling like you're stuck? Because what I know to be absolutely true is that we're never ever really stuck, right? It just feels that way because when we're in that moment, when we're going through the feeling of stuckness, when we're repeating these patterns, we're having this experience, right? And so in this experience, you've got to make some kind of meaning from it, or take some kind of meaning from it. And essentially what we do is we give it that label of, you know what, I'm stuck because nothing's changing. But in reality, what needs to happen is just a perspective shift, right? And there's some releasing that also needs to happen as well. Because here's what I also know. A lot of the women that I work with, and maybe you're one of them watching this video now, there are emotions within you, there are fears within you, there's some anger within you, there's some bitterness inside of you, there's all types of negative energy that's within you that you are suppressing and not looking at. Maybe you don't know how to look at it, how to heal those things, and it's just in there festering and festering and festering. And what happens is when we do not give ourselves permission to do what I call the release work, to heal these parts, the part of ourselves that feels hurt, that feels wounded, that feels unsure of herself, that feels that she's not good enough, that feels like she's not qualified enough. Those are all limiting stories and beliefs and things that are lodged within you as a woman. And when you do not do the work to unlodge those energies within you, you then begin to view life and experience life through the lens of those feelings, of those emotions, and of those beliefs, right? Now, I know I've said this before, but it just bears repeating. You can't hear this. You can't hear this enough, right? Because the way that you're viewing your life right now, or your business right now, or your money right now, or your relationships, or whatever it may be for you, you're typically viewing that through a limited perspective based upon an experience that has happened in your past, right? Based upon something that someone has maybe done to you in your past, based upon a similar experience that you've had that didn't turn out well. And so then you're seeing it through that lens. So how do you move past that? How do you shift and change that lens so that you can begin to look at things from a new perspective? So that is where release work comes in. And I want to share with you just a couple of ways in which you can do this work to help free up some of that space within you that's being currently, taken up by all of these limiting stories that maybe you have moving through you, or the heavy emotions that you have inside of you. So one of the ways that you can release some of these energies within you is through EFT. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. And it's a technique that I introduce my clients to, and I actually partner with them to help them start doing this type of work, right? And really, it's just what it says. It's emotional freedom, and it's called tapping, right? And so, what I would invite you to do is go to YouTube and look up some videos on EFT and on tapping and learn about it. And yes, it looks a little silly when you're doing it, right? When you're tapping like all over, your body, it looks weird, but there's a science behind it, right? Because you're tapping on the meridian points within your body, the points in which, energy within you, and energy being those negative emotions, those limiting stories, right? Where that energy can get, trapped in your body and not freely flowing. And when you're not freely flowing on the inside, and you feel heavy and you feel, weighed down, you're not going to be able to see or even tap into what your purpose and what your passion is in your life. The next technique that you can use, which I also love, and I also have my clients do a lot of, is journaling. Journaling is such a beautiful practice in helping you to tap into your higher self, to tap in to your unconscious mind, right? So we spend so much of our day go, 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 doing, taking care of a household. Maybe you have a career or a business. Maybe you're a mother. You have all these different hats that you wear, right? But when you take the time to sit down and actually get your thoughts out on paper and kind of explore where these thoughts are coming from, explore where these emotions are coming from, that is when you can really begin to uncover some of the answers you're looking for and really connect into where you are now, and connect where you are now with what has come through in your journaling. And that is how you can create transformation, because you can begin to see the big picture, and then you can immediately snap out of that and go, oh, okay, I can see how this is connected. So journaling is super, super powerful. The last thing that I'll share with you, well, two more techniques that you can use for release work is visualization. Visualization is a great tool to use. It's a great way to use your imagination, which I believe is one of our most powerful faculties that we've been blessed with. Because when you use your imagination and you start visioning what it is that you want to create or what it is that you want to release, your mind has no clue that it's not real. It doesn't have any idea that it isn't real, right? And so your body is going to go through the same reactions. It's going to have the same, physiological reaction as if you were actually doing the thing, right? So visualization is so good. And the way that you can use that to release, any negative energies or emotions or traumas is to literally, sit down, close your eyes, and pull up within you the negative beliefs, right? The emotional baggage that comes up within you, the traumatic events that come up within you, and you can pull those up in your mind, right? And the one thing that I like to do is seeing them come up in my mind, putting them all in a box, nice and neat, packing them up in a box, and literally visualizing yourself pushing that box away, or even putting it on an airplane and watching it fly away and you waving bye to it, and visualizing that, because you're sending the message to your mind and to your body that you no longer desire to hold on to that heaviness anymore. And when you do that, what happens? You free up space. The last thing that I'll share with you is meditation. Again, we're so super busy running around doing all kinds of things. Meditation is a great tool that you can use to just quiet the mind, to relax, to allow yourself to get out of that state of stress, right? Because when you're stressed, you're in fight or flight mode all the time. So it's a great opportunity to relax, to settle in, and to really listen to yourself, to listen to your heart, to listen to your higher self, and to allow the wisdom that is innately already within you to come and bubble to the surface, right? So those are some techniques that you can use. But one thing I will share with you too is as you're using these techniques, there's going to be some unconscious, some things that you're unaware of on an unconscious level, right? So having the support that you need around you, having the accountability to move through these different exercises and to be consistent with them and to dig a bit deeper and to go into this deeper when it feels a little uncomfortable is going to be something that is so important in you doing this kind of work, right? Because a lot of our patterns, a lot of the ways that we show up are just, they're unconscious, right? You've been showing up, in a certain way for so long. You've been thinking the same thoughts for so long. You've been having these emotional reactions to certain things in your life or in your business for so long that's become habitual. And you don't even realize you're doing it, right? But when you have that person there that can help you sift through some of that, that can see and hear the things that you're not really saying or not really tapping into, that is where you can get that really deep transformation and shifting in your life. And that is the work that I love to do with my clients, and I would love to support you in that actually too. But in the meantime, if you're not ready for that type of commitment or support, I really invite you to look at EFT, look into meditation, look into different journaling techniques, and look into visualization as a way to help you move from that space of feeling stuck to creating some shifts, because it will happen, right? It will happen. You will get the ahas and the shifts, all right? So that, my love, is all I have for you today. I truly hope that you found this video valuable for you, that you were able to resonate with this and take some nuggets away for you to implement and integrate into your life. All right. So of course, if you desire support around any of this, around feeling stuck, around feeling like you don't know what your purpose is or what your passion is or what it is that you're supposed to do, but you know you're supposed to do something, I really invite you to reach out to me and book a 60-minute mindset consultation with me. It's a complimentary consultation. And during this consultation, we are going to look at what your goals are. I'm going to help you identify what it is that's standing in your way from getting where you are to where you want to be. And I'll also share with you what it will look like to have me in your corner supporting you and holding your hand during this process of transformation and during this process of you tapping into your purpose and passion. And if you have any questions or comments about this video, please let me know. I would be delighted to know what your questions are, what resonated with you. You can leave those comments below this video. You can email me at kendra@kendrakwoods.com or message me on Facebook with your questions and comments. And if you have something that you are challenged with right now that you would love me to speak on and give some insight around and give you some tips and strategies around, message me and email me about that too, because I would love to do a video for you around this to help you in that area. All right. Last but not least, I love to invite you to my private Facebook group. It's called Unstuck and Unstoppable Lady Boss. And right now we have about a little over 200 women in the group right now. And these ladies are there because they desire to learn how to become unstuck and unstoppable. They're there to learn. They're there to encourage and uplift. They're there to connect with one another. And I love this group because I really created a safe and sacred space for you to be able to show up and share what your challenges are, share what you're working on, and get the support that you need. And in this group, I do pop in weekly and do a live video sharing my experiences, sharing my insight, doing some coaching sometimes. I do trainings in this video, in that Facebook group. I do trainings. What else? And when I do live workshops, I stream everything through there. So it's just it's an amazing sacred space for you to be a part of, and I would love to have you. So the link for that's going to be below this video too. So until next time, have a fantastic day today. Enjoy doing whatever it is that you may be doing after this. Really be present in it and allow yourself to be in the moment. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.